being the head of an Indian joint family comes with many responsibilities. How does one maintain a balance, and how do you keep everyone happy in a large family?
Three eyes of Lord Shiva are the best example for this. Bhagwan Shivji is a grahasthi who lives in complete contradictions, and yet he is very peaceful and happy. On his head is the water, Gangaji. On his forehead is the fire, third eye. In his neck is the snake, and the Vahan of Ganeshji is the mouse. Snake and mouse are enemies. And the snake and peacock also are enemies. Vahan of Kartikeya is the peacock. Vahan of Shivji is Nandi. Vahan of Parvati is the tiger or lion. They are also enemies. There is one Gangaji on the head and one Parvatiji on the side. So much of conflict in his life. Still he is peaceful. Why? Because there are three eyes with which he lives. First aspect is the eye of love and compassion. I have to be loving and compassionate. Second eye is the eye of objectivity and dharma. Where I have to be dharmic, where I have to be strict, where I cannot compromise, I must not compromise. I'm not saying love is to compromise. I'm saying that both these are very important. Dharma and prema, both are important. Where dharma and prema is there, where I have to be loving to the same person or to different people. Some places I have to be loving, some places I have to be strict, some places I have to be, compassionate, some place I have to be forgiving, whichever. I will have to balance it out. And the third eye is the eye of intuition. Intuitively, I must know what is the temperament of each person in my family, what will keep them in harmony, what are their goals, how I can be a source of inspiration or facilitate their growth, their progress. And very important is also to know that one cannot please everybody and should not even attempt to please everybody. Our job is not to please people. Because if I try to please people, I will definitely displease others. What I have to do is what is my duty. In the Gita, Bhagavan says, Niyatam Kuru Karmatvam. What is expected as a duty? You see again the Mahabharata example. Duryodhan, Dhritarashtra tried to please Duryodhan. What happened? Ultimately he landed up being the cause of the destruction of Duryodhan, death of Duryodhan. Yudhishthira didn't try to please anybody. It was, people were very upset with him, as I gave the other example, right? Arjun and Bhim. They were upset with him, why are you telling us? But he said, this is my duty. As an elder brother, this is my duty. This is one family of ours. So he stuck to duty. So where I have to be dutiful, I have to be very principle oriented, where I have to be loving, I have to blend both of those. And how much I can help each other in the family to grow. If the person feels that in this presence of this person, the joint family, whoever the head is, I'm growing, then that is balance. For that I must spend quality time. As much as I can, I must spend quality time. If I'm busy with my work, I need to take out some time with my family, different aspects of my family, different types of people in the family. Spend quality time with them, be with them, understand. So basic point is only that much. If I do what I am supposed to do, my duty, rest of it, whatever happens, because they are also responsible for that. We have to remember that. I can do what I can do. And the best way I should do that. But it is not my responsibility to keep everybody happy. My responsibility is to do what is right, what is dharma. What is beneficial to everybody, what will keep the harmony of everybody. Basically that.